This is the poll question. This is the poll question. So when the next episode comes on, y'all got to see the results. So answer this poll question. This poll. It's a dot. It's a white little dot, little line. Answer this poll question. Is Porsha lying? Answer the poll question, yes or no. And I will give the results in the next review. No. Oh, I was too slow. My bad. Come through, Clementine. Come through. Okay, grab it. Come on. Oh. Right. Fuck him out. Oh. Push. You got to push. Hey, you got to push. Hey.
What's going on, guys? Thank you guys for tuning in to 8 Connection TV. Subscribe, baby. Also, check out my 2 new channels, 8 Connection TV 2 and ACTV Games. When you go through those channels, subscribe and don't forget to ring that bell.
Hey, what's going on, baby? It's your boy Wes, and I am here to talk to you about lay it all on the table. Lay it all on the table. Yeah, that's kind of like what Kandi did. She laid it all on the motherfucking table. Yes, she did. Kandi came with them screenshots. Kandi came with them screenshots, baby. She said, what you not gonna do is sit up here and make it seem like. Okay, let's dig into Lay It on the Table. Now, we all know about the blow up that happened between Porsha and Kandi. Now, some of y'all were coming at me like, listen here now. Kandi did not get red. Porsha didn't know what she was talking about. Porsha was lying. You could tell she was lying. She was just throwing them out there. And I'm, on the other hand, I'm looking at the situation like, look, I don't know either of these girls, okay? But my thing is, when I was watching this, the way that they edited it made it seem like she was snapping them out. So in my defense, I'm like, well, damn, if she's spinning it out like that, she can't be lying, right? It can't be too much far from the truth. You know what I'm saying? If she just coming with it. But hey, maybe she's a trained liar. I don't know. Maybe she's a trained telltale. Maybe she's trained at, I heard and that's what I heard. I don't know. But I mean, I guess you would have to have many a conversations or be around plenty of people that would disclose tidbit of information or try to spark something with the cast because they know that they're on the show. So yeah, I mean, that's definitely possible. I'm sure it probably did happen, but I don't know these girls. I don't know what the hell is going on in Atlanta. I'm pretty sure that maybe I might find out when I move there. I don't know. I might not ever meet any of them. But at the same time, the way she was spinning out was making me feel like she was speaking some kind of truth, goddammit. And the way it was edited, once again, Kandi wasn't really saying much. You know, she wasn't really saying much. So I was like, damn, she read the hell out of her. Whether it was true, false, or whatever, she read the hell out of her. But, you know, as I saw the little sneak peek of this particular episode and watching this episode today, it's one of those situations where it's kind of like Remy Ma versus Nicki Minaj in the sense that Kandi is not even bothered, so to speak, by, you know, those kinds of accusations because she doesn't believe any of that. In fact, so says her, all of it's a fucking lie. So she already knew that when it was coming towards her direction, she's like, oh, okay, this is Georgia. She just spitting out shit because I know this shit is true. Marvin, 7-year relationship with a female, sex dungeon, drugging you. This ain't true. But she decides to let all of the girls know what's going on. She don't need Sheree. She don't need Sheree to run tell that, okay? She could go ahead and let everybody know what's going on because they all talk about each other behind their backs anyway. So why not just bring it all on Front Street like Sheree said, or she's been saying. I guess it's her new role is to run tell that queen. She been saying it. I kind of, at the end of the day, I like Sheree. I like her in there. And it seems like her story's going to get deeper. So, you know, everybody's like, oh, Sheree doesn't need to be there. Kick her off. She's a shit starter. But y'all like the shit, though. Y'all love this shit. So I don't understand. They can keep all of the females in here. Matter of fact, they can add Kim and Nene just for the hell of it. That right there would be probably the most watched season, point blank period. Even keep Kenya's ass. Her trifling ass. These last couple of episodes, she's been really good these last couple of episodes, you know? So, but yeah, I would want all the girls back. Hell, even put the other chick on there, the one from the first season. She was dating a football player or some shit. I don't know what happened to her. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all know she was on Black Hollywood Lives Forever with the females that be in the movies, and we don't know. You know what the hell I'm talking about. Yeah, Todd's show. Black Hollywood, Celebrity Female Hollywood, Divas of Hollywood, Hollywoods of Divas. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyways, so Kandi goes on and on and on about how Porsha was lying, as she spitting out all these lies, talking about she had a 7-year relationship with a female, about how, you know, Todd is called Marvin, and about how she drugged her and Shamia. She was planning on drugging her and Shamia to get her to come to the house. Now, I gotta tell y'all, I'm glad that she had everybody there, and I'm glad that she had Shamia there, because Shamia was there to vouch for this whole situation that happened in the club. Mind you, we heard all of this already on the blogs as we're watching it 19 years later on the actual episode. But you know how they do, the editors, they have us deal with Kandi, then they have us see and deal with Porsha. I thought it was interesting how Porsha was talking to her sister, and she hiding her feet. I'm trying to figure out what kind of corns and blisters she had on her feet while she hiding her feet. Maybe she was cold, I don't know. But hearing Porsha disclose the information to her sister, and then hearing Kandi disclose it to everybody else, I'm just like, well, damn. I mean, it's clear based on from what I'm hearing that Porsha is just spreading shit. Kind of like Mama Joyce, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how Mama Joyce is like, well, you know, what I heard is on the streets. That's kind of like what she's doing. What I heard, it's on the streets. That's exactly what Porsha's doing right now. All the girls go looking for the sex dungeon, and I kind of like want to see the sex dungeon too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, we all know Kandi can be a little, you know, she got the sex line. So just because she has a sex line, does that mean that she's a sex freak, or what does that really mean? I don't know. But no, not really. She just means that she's about that business like her money, but sex dungeon. I think we would know about that if Kandi had a sex dungeon. I think we would know about that. I mean, 50 Shades of Darker. I think we would know about that. You know, but then Cynthia points out that Porsha's no stranger to throwing shit out there, and she did that during the reunion, targeting Peter, and talk about Peter's having sex with 18-year-olds and whatnot. And of course they play that clip back. I like the fact that all of the females are getting together. The only one that's not here is Phaedra, but we know how that all went out. Kandi makes mention that she is really upset about the whole drug accusation, because that is definitely frowned upon. I mean, look at what happened to Bill Cosby. Right. So, you know, people going out, or Porsha going out and saying this to everyone and spreading it around, will definitely be a dampening on her reputation. And she has a great, pretty much kind of clean reputation thus far. So this drug accusation, if any truth comes out of it, that could mean a lot. That could damage her business that she has. You know, she has kids, you know what I'm saying? She's in a marriage. There's a lot that could be, you know, damaged if this came out and just what happened it was true or some shit. Could you imagine? Phaedra goes to church, and we know she likes to visit church. She wants to do a restoration service. Okay. Kandi goes to visit the old lady gang, and I have to tell y'all, the restaurant looks nice. I didn't go inside, but I walked past it. I'm still a little perplexed about their parking situation. I'm really not understanding why businesses are created or built in Atlanta with the parking lot not in mind. I don't understand. There's like a space behind the restaurant, but I don't know if that's their space for cars, but either way, this is Kandi, Burruss. We talking about the old lady gang. We talk about not Love and Hip Hop, wrong show. Real Housewives of Atlanta. They're gonna get a lot of customers to this restaurant, even the first month, just to taste the food to make sure the shit is good. Okay, where are we going to park? Luckily, one of my buddies live right behind the mother. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if I really want to go eat, I can just park my car in their garage and we'll walk to the old lady gang. I'm telling y'all, I love me some soul food. And Atlanta has some of the best restaurants that I've tasted with actual soul food. And I can't wait to taste this old lady gang cooking. That's really what I'm all about. I was out there and I took a picture of the sign and I posted on my Instagram, why the hell this shit ain't open? Candy, this shit need to be open. And we in March. I'm sure you were filming this 3 months ago when you said it was supposed to be a month. I want this restaurant open, Candy. Goddamn. I want some chicken. I want some collard greens. I want some macaroni and cheese. I want some cornbread, some yams. That's what I want. Goddamn, I want some food. Yes, ma'am. But then she talks to Todd about the whole situation. I love that Todd already knows. You know what I'm saying? This is why I want Kandi and Todd to be together forever. Because from what they've presented to me on TV, just like Papoose and Remy Ma from Love and Hip Hop New York, they've presented that their love is actually real and everlasting. I don't want there to be any remote truth to this whole Marvin bullshit that Porsha is talking about. I want Todd to be a good ass dude, and I want Kandi to just love him, and they love each other, and they make it work, building businesses together, got a child together, loving together. You know what I'm saying? That's what marriage is supposed to be about. So I'm glad he already knows about this whole fucking conversation. Beautiful thing. Communication is key in any relationship, friendship, or marriage. So he's like, you know, maybe we should go on a trip. I'm like, bruh, don't y'all need to get this restaurant together? That's what I'm thinking. Bruh, get the restaurant together. Y'all talking about some trip. But Cynthia and Peter did warn them that once they do this restaurant, there's no breaks. And that's pretty much what it's going to be like. But then I think to myself, I'm like, okay, if I was the owner of a restaurant, of course I would want to make sure my hands and feet and knuckles and knees are all in this restaurant. But that's where you hire a prime chef, a manager. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not unless they're going to manage it by themselves. Who knows? But I mean, I would think money is there to hire people to do it. But whatever. I get it. But, you know, he's like, maybe we should go on a trip, you know? And Candy's like, just the two of us? Just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us. Of course it's not. Y'all know damn well Bravo is not going to send y'all hoes out to the, y'all heifers out to no damn trip without the whole cast. Yes, indeed. So, of course, the girls are coming. And, you know, Todd is like, well, I don't want to be, when y'all go on these trips, man, it'd be a mess. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going unless Peter ain't going. But, you know, Peter be right there starting shit, too. So I'm like, okay, well, all right, well, I mean, okay, well, that, you know, it is what it is. So she like, look, I don't care, you know, but, you know, and then Todd is like, well, are you going to invite Phaedra? And then Kandi like, well, you know, if I invite Phaedra, then Porsha might come, and I don't really even know if I want to deal with all that, you know. Then we fast forward. We get to see a little bit of Kenya's family, and Kenya has it seems like a cool, level-headed brother. And I'm like, okay, oh, this is real nice, you know, to see the little nieces, you know, see her corroborating, communicating with the fam. I thought that was real cute. I'm happy for Kenya to have that, you know what I'm saying? Even though we know that she doesn't have her mother or whatever, I'm happy for her to have at least family, you know? And so she goes in to talk about Matt. I'm like, we haven't seen Matt in a couple of episodes. Why are we talking about him? Is he still in the picture? But then she goes to say, well, she's the one putting the brakes on the situation. But I'm like, the way I kind of understood it, and the way that he texted me on Instagram, well, he commented on Instagram, then blocked me because, you know, my reviews or whatever. He was like, I'm trying to leave this situation alone. But that was like a month and a half ago. So maybe, I don't know. I don't know. This shit could be old as hell. Maybe they're not together. I have no idea. But whatever. You know, I hate watching stuff that's pre-edited or edited and it happened 5 months ago. Now we watching it now. I hate that. But whatever. You know, her brother seems to give her legit advice. And, you know, it's like, damn, yo cooch a little dusty. I don't know. Don't you want some kids? Like, when you gonna get somebody to wet that up? You know what I'm saying? Spread a little juice on there, you know? And she's like, well, you know, I don't know. I kind of miss Matt. And I'm like, no, I'm not missing that. Nobody that's, you know, destroying my properties, apparently, allegedly, I don't know. But if she's still dealing with him, then I don't care about her property getting destroyed because you're still dealing with him if he's the one that's doing the damage. I don't know. But, you know, how they make it seem like she's painting him to be. Right. Kandi tells Cynthia and Phaedra about the trip. Now this is interesting that Kandi is leaning towards the trying to reconcile situation with Phaedra, and I'm like, okay, this is interesting how the tone has shifted, you know? Because we didn't really see them talk that much ever since that last situation. They've been around each other, they've been cordial, but the fact that she's trying to reach out, I know Phaedra reached out and told her that she can come on the trip, the glamping thing. So I'm like, okay, this is, I mean, you know, black people need to stop hating each other anyway. Needs to be peace, you know, peace. You know what I'm saying? And so you have Sheree telling Bob about, I'm upset. I'm upset after watching that preview. You know, when he made that comment, I should have choked you a little harder. I'm upset about that. That's terrible because, you know, you never know what someone's going through in life, and no one should be physically abused in a situation where they believe in their hearts that they're in love with the person that's physically abusing them. That's crazy. And he said that with Phaedra and Kenya in the back seat of the car. What the hell was happening there? That's what my sights. And then I look at Bob and I'm like, look at him. The fuck? Like, what are we talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm really curious to see what really happened and what pans out with this story, because we need to see something different. Because this whole building Sheree, the house of Sheree, and that shit ain't built yet. I'm tired of that storyline. Let's get something different. So this right here will bring some reality to Sheree's reality, yeah. Phaedra's job is to tell Porsha about the Maui trip, so she treats her to some tightening of the skin and some infrared shit or whatever. I'm surprised they're not doing another colonoscopy. I'm just shocked that they're not. But whatever, whatever. You know, these girls go through everything with each other. When girls are having a period, they with the napkin or the tampon, putting it in to clog it. You know what I'm saying? These girls know everything about everybody and themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's never a surprise anymore or a dull moment when they go on these damn retreats to get shit done to their body. And I'm just like, okay. But it was interesting though. Porsha actually had a funny moment when she said that she wants a gap like Beyonce. I was watching Beyonce one time and I was thinking to myself, I'm like, shit, that's a gap. It's like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a gap like that. And I'm like, damn, easy access stuff. And then I'm like, Jay-Z, like, what that gap is like, you know what I'm saying? So that was funny. Phaedra had a funny moment when, Porsha had a funny moment when she said that. And you know, Porsha called the girls, what she called them? Teapot, Instigator, Flip-Flop, and Messy. I'm like, oh, okay. She got nicknames for them. Porsha's like, well, I'm going. If you going, I guess I'll do that. I'm like, Porsha, you know you going, girl. It's in the budget. And you know that you need to do these little trips so we can get the drama. Everybody's going. So the girls get to the airport. You have Todd, Kandi, Peter, Cynthia, who felt it was kind of weird seeing each other, but they ready. Peter's still calling Cynthia wife in the post-confessionals. Sheree, Bob, you know, they're in Kenya. They're there. They get on the plane before, you know, frickin' frack and everything with them backs come through, you know. And it's always interesting to see them on the airplane. They take these 16-hour long ass trips. They get on the airplane. They tired of shit, but they gotta go to dinner. You know the schedule. Y'all gotta go to dinner, guys. We gotta get this dinner. And Sheree, make sure you bring out all of it, Sheree. You gotta make sure you bring out all of the details, Sheree. Everything that you learned from the last meeting, right? Right, because that's what we do. We have meetings. Sheree, bring it home. You got the peach, damn it. You better bring it home, Sheree. That was Sheree's job. Point blank, period. The girls get to the Four Seasons. This is everything I got. Yeah. Porsha probably said I was tipsy. Sheree says, Porsha, girls I think slanderous. Okay, yes. So they get to the damn dinner table. And Sheree is like, well, this is a little awkward. First, mind you, when Porsha walked up there with Todd, she get there with Todd. Todd is cute. He turning 40, that's cute. Porsha walks up, she's like, hey everybody. Everybody don't say anything. At least not when we saw what we saw. We know that they probably did say something, but it was edited to make us believe like nothing was remotely said. I don't know. Maybe nothing was said. Because Porsha then comes and is like, well, that was kind of a great welcome. Things are quiet as shit. Kandi gets up. She needs to walk away. She needs to walk away so she can get them damn screenshots that she got of them damn text messages. Bitch, you on Maury Povich, she gonna know. Kandi is the lie detector test. That's what she is. So she gonna tell she going to the bathroom. It's kind of hard to breathe. She can't breathe. Something she said. But we know why she got up and left. Then she comes back. She sits down. Sheree's like, look here. I don't like this. I'm like, come on, Sheree. Come on, Sheree. Come on, Sheree. Come on. Come on, Sheree. Let's go. She's like, I don't really like this. We need to talk. We need to get it off our chests. You know, then that way we can just move all along. And you know, Porsha's like, I agree. I'm like, what? You agree? Like, what do you mean you agree? But whatever, she agrees. So, you know, Sheree goes in and says, you know, a lot of the girls don't like you've been spreading slanderous stuff about people. Girl, just say it. She been talking about Kandi and let it be out, let it not be known. You know what I'm saying? Then Cynthia goes in and she's like, yeah, I don't really like how you know, these lies are being said. Porsha's like, I'm not lying. Everything I said was the truth. I'm like, oh, okay. Then of course, that wakes Kandi up. Now, Kandi starts going in, and then she brings out receipts. She got screenshots that that proves that number one, Porsha knew what she said and how she said it and what she did. Number two, she texted her about the situation. Number three, she said, if you bring this up, I'm going to deny it on camera. So she said all of that. She said all of that. Just goes to show you what else is being denied on camera. I'm just saying, you know. So, you know, Porsha feeling like, this girl really gonna do this. Oh, okay. All right. You know, and then she goes on and on, back and forth like Aaliyah. And then all of a sudden, Candy's like, well, you need this bitch a fry. She a lying ass bitch or some shit. You know, once you put the B word out there, that's how Porsha got kicked in the stomach by the B word. You know what I'm saying? That's how she got kicked in the stomach. So we go from there, but now she don't like bitch because the way it's being used. So I'm like, okay. So she a little upset. She like, you calling me bitch, da da da. She said, if I'm a fraud, your husband's a fraud. And then Todd gets upset. He like, yeah, cut the shit, man. Let's just get this shit out on the table. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, this getting juicy. All the while, Kandi is getting more and more upset because everybody is involved now. But Porsha is steadily sitting here denying that she's lying and saying that everything is the truth. And then she mentions the whole drug thing, and that's what tips Kandi off ramp. Because Kandi goes and says, Phaedra, you know me. 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 And I'm like, okay, this is where the old friend, this is where they really was friends come into play, because she like, okay, all jokes aside, I can be a freak. I can do what I do, da-da-da. That's no problem. Sex dungeon, no problem. Y'all would know about that. I would tell y'all. That's no problem. But this drug shit, that shit is not cool. And, you know, in light of everything that's going on with black people and drugs and drugging people and, you know, finger popping, pinky popping, and thumb popping, you know, I can vibe with her on that. I mean, that's a strong accusation, and it's just rolling off her tongue like it ain't nothing but chicken wings. She gonna say it. She don't care. So, you know, the fact that Kandi shows some passion behind that, and she really is upset, is I mean, it is what it is to me. So y'all know Kandi, she start crying and shit, talking about it's taking me everything not to choke this bitch. Cause you know, if Kandi start crying, it's a wrap. And Phaedra like, look now, I don't know who's telling the truth. And I'm like, ooh, that was a dig, Kandi. Kandi, that's when she like, Phaedra, you already know. So let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you like this. This is the poll question. So when the next episode comes on, y'all got to see the results. So answer this poll question. This poll. It's a dot. It's a white little dot, little line. Answer this poll question. Is Porsha lying? Answer the poll question, yes or no, and I will give the results in the next review. Is Porsha lying? Leave the results. Now look here, I wanna know how y'all feel about this whole situation, because it's only gonna get worse. And I wanna know what's leading up to, you know, Bob talking about I should have choked you a little more. That's crazy. I'm liking The Real Housewives of Atlanta. I like to watch it. It's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? And Nene and Kim, if they both come back, this will be the most watched season. You know what I'm saying? Just point blank into the period. It will be. But anyways, I need y'all to answer that poll question. Leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think, how you're feeling. Okay? I'm Wesley from Accusations TV, the network. Thank you guys for tuning in. Deuces.